Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
In the shadow of the desert of the sun, where asphalt meets dust and chaos finds its rhythm, the special stage Pro-2 trucks roll into Phoenix Rallycross. This isn't just a track, it's a battleground, stitched together with tarmac straights, dirt chicanes, and jumps that dare drivers to defy gravity. Here the Lucas Oil Pro-2 trucks unleash their fury with 400 horsepower clawing at every surface. These short course beasts are built to slide, leap, and brawl. Phoenix's Rallycross layout demands more than speed. It demands adaptability, aggression, and the kind of control that borders on madness. Every lap is a transformation. One moment, tires scream on pavement. The next, they dig deep into loose soil. The trucks dance between grip and grit, between precision and pandemonium. And in the heart of it all, drivers chase glory through a gauntlet of dust, clouds, and flying fenders. This is not a race, it's a spectacle. A symphony of suspension travel, throttle control, and raw determination. Phoenix Rallycross doesn't just test machines, it tests metal. Welcome to Desert Crucible, welcome to the fight, welcome to Phoenix Rallycross, and welcome to week number 2 of the special stage Pro-2 Truck Series. That's right, we're going to take the Pro-2 trucks to a Rallycross track here this evening. Should be a banger of a race here this evening. It's going to be tight confines for these truck drivers out there. Not a whole lot of room for give and take compared to last week's race at Wild West, which was, well, I guess the track's called Wild West. It was some wild racing. So hop in. We've got, I believe, 2 heat races, as we got enough trucks in here this evening. 2 heat races of, I believe, about 8 or 9 trucks in each heat race, and then we're going to go into a full-on feature race. So should be a ton of fun here coming up. I'm looking forward to the action. And you know what? Let's head on down trackside here as our driver's about to put in some qualifying laps. Let's hop on board with Ton Mononimus, last week's winner at Wild West. Looking to go back-to-back here this week. After putting in his first out lap, Zach Ansbacher finished up runner-up twice to Tom last week. No doubt he'll be trying to find his way up into top spot of the podium. Let's take a look at the weather conditions out here this evening for our drivers to face. 82 degree air temp, 91 degree track temp. So it's going to be nice and grippy out there as far as the dirt's concerned. Clear skies. I don't believe there's any rain in the Rallycross vehicles yet. And humidity 17%. We're in the desert after all, so that makes sense why there's next to no humidity. Let's take a look at what we got set up here. This is week number 2 of 8. As I mentioned, we are at Phoenix, 10 laps, 2 heats, 10 laps, and then we'll have a feature race. Next week, we're going to head to Crandon. So back to a traditional Pro-2 truck circuit at Crandon. Should be a ton of fun there too as well. Looking forward to that one. So we see Amsbacher putting in his lap time. We've got Sibrin Stoll also sharing a cam here this evening. So we got one driver on board here with Cam. So see how Sibrin able to do this week. Got the W paint scheme on the truck. Keep an eye on any times coming in. We're still waiting for first laps to come in. Looks like Tom Monamias going to take top spot. Zach Amsbacher in second place. So right back where we started last week with those two drivers. Joey Kirk right now up into second place. Nice qualifying run by Joey right now. Richard Watkins, he's going to occupy 4th place. Greg Johnson right now in 5th. A very tight grouping here amongst our drivers up top. Let's see, we've got about 3/10 between first and second. Then we go a little bit of a gap going back here. Interesting to see we got some drivers 2-3 seconds back. Wonder if maybe they had a little bit of an issue on the first lap, as this is a very short lap. What are we doing? 42 seconds here in the trucks. Blink of the eye, and before you know it, that truck is around the track. But let's put that away for a second. Let's take a look at our championship standings coming to this one. With one heat in the books, or one race in the book of 8, Tom Monahimis up on top of the championship standings with 500 points. Zach Amsbacher in second place. Mladen Lakovic in third place. I don't believe I see Lakovic. Oh, it just popped into the session late. Mladen Lakovic is here. Adam McAfee in 4th. Raymond Bodway running out the top 5. So again, only one race in the book. Still plenty of room for our drivers to try and move themselves up the championship standings. So we're on board with Matt Schlosser, the chief admin of the league. Matt had a nice race last week, battling with a number of drivers. Joey Kirk, Joey Herbie, David Bush III was battling in there too as well. Number of drivers. We've got, if you're familiar with off-road racing on iRacing at all, you'll know this name here. Thad Countryman. Almost 11,000 iRating in a off-road license. So a well-versed driver here on the dirt. Right now, Thad's sitting in 7th place. We'll see how they do once the race gets underway. But on board here with Joel Ulrich. Joel currently sitting in 11th place, 2.4 seconds back of top spot. Only about 50 seconds left to go. It's maybe one more lap for our drivers that haven't put in a time yet, as we see Ulrich going flying over the jump. Got a little sideways, had to collect it up, so that's going to hamper his time. But on board here with Mladen Lakovic, as I mentioned, popped into the server late last week's, came into this one 3rd place in points. We'll see how he does this week. We talked to Mladen. He was kind of excited about coming this. Tom Monhemus as well. Talked to him. He was excited about coming in to Phoenix. He actually told us it was one of his favorite tracks. So not all that surprising. We see him up top of the qualifying standings right now, as it looks like pretty much all of our drivers got their laps in. Joel Ulrich, he's going to run out of time to put in another lap here as the clock ticks down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That's going to end it for qualifying. We'll let that reset, and we'll take a look here at how things are going to shape up for heat number 1. So it looks like we got 19 trucks in session. I think it's going to be 2 heats of 9. Actually, it looks like the first heat is going to be of 10. So we'll do a 10 the first heat, and then a 9 trucks the second heat. So let's take a look and see who's hitting the grid for race number 1. Tom Monahimis is going to take pole beside Mladen Lakovic. Joey Kirk and David Holdren make up row 2 in 3rd and 4th. Thad Countryman and Richard Watkins in 5th and 6th, with Adam McAfee and Josh Heege in 7th and 8th. And 9th and 10th place goes to Stephen Barnett and Stephen Thompson. So the Stevens taking up the final row there. It's going to be the battle of Stephen with a V versus Stephen with a PH. So keep an eye on that as our drivers are gridding up here. So we're just waiting for Joey Kirk and Josh Heege to hit the grid, and then we'll be getting underway. So we go 10 trucks. I believe, I'll have to double check during the warm-up, but I believe everybody moves on to the feature. It's just a matter of where they're going to qualify in this one. So say Stephen Thompson going to be our final truck to grid up, and then we'll be getting going live. 10 laps coming your way. It's going to go real quick. I believe they have to do a joker as well during the heat races. So every driver will have to take their joker lap. The joker lap is a little bit quicker here. Some tracks it's a little slower. Some tracks it's a little quicker, but oops, just realized I muted the game audio. At Phoenix, it's a quicker lap than it is a slower lap. So our drivers, will be interesting to see which drivers opt to take the joker lap early and which drivers opt to take it a little later. But say Stephen Thompson potentially not gridding up here as we're getting ready to go. Green flag about to drop. And we're off. Behemoth Countryman with a massive jump gets himself up into second place just on the outside of Tom Behemoth. And they go into turn one. Pole sitter Tom Behemoth going to hold onto that spot. Thad Countryman, though, right there on board as he's trying to chase him down. In behind, though, he's got that whole pack trying to chase right after him. As you see Joey Kirk going out wide. Up over the jump they go for the first time on board with here with Kirk. Almost gets into the back of Richard Watkins, but they're going to carry on. Looks like all of our drivers not opting for the joker on the first lap. Behemoth leading the way. Countryman in second place. Behemoth already opening up a nice gap up ahead. 1.6 seconds already over the rest of the pack. He warned us. He said this was one of his favorite tracks. He's holding true to that. The battle right now is... Closest battle on track right now is between Joey Kirk and Richard Watkins. Watkins in the green, pink, and white. Kirk in the blue machine will bring up our leader. Tom Behemoth on the bottom of the screen there. We'll focus on this battle up top between Kirk and Watkins. Joey Kirk's gotten around Richard Watkins. We'll see if he's able to run away from it. We got a battle shaping up behind him. Mladen Lakovic, our first driver to take the joker. So we'll see where he cycles back through. He's going to come right into that battle between Kirk and Watkins. Inserts himself right in there. Lakovic actually comes right out ahead of Kirk, but he's got Watkins in tow. We'll see how they break the way here through into turn one. 2 by 2 for Lakovic and Kirk. Kirk needs to, oh, Watkins gets into the corner of Kirk. Gets him a little sideways, but they gets that sorted out. Watkins had to back out of it a little bit. He's going to take the joker now as well with Joey Kirk. Watkins in tow. Lakovic having to take the long way around. He took the joker last time by, but he's got David Holden going to bump into the back of him. That's going to send Josh Heege up and through. Heege and Holden now. They're going to battle. Heege with that right rear fender just flapping in the wind. There it goes. Tossing body parts left and right. Monday evening drive right now for our leader, Tom Behemoth, up front. Let's go back, check on this battle here between Stephen Barnett. He's got Lakovic in behind him. Barnett's going to drift out wide. Ooh, almost into the tire barrier there. Lakovic going to take advantage. He moves up ahead. Oh, and they get into it in behind. David Holden's going to lose the front end as he got into, I believe that was Mladen Lakovic and Stephen Barnett. Barnett going to tow it back to the pits. Let's take another look here at what happened there. So Barnett got into the tires here, got woed up a little bit. Oh, he actually hit the wall there, and Holden, unfortunately, nowhere to go. It's unfortunate for him. Tom Behemoth, though, 5.9 second gap now over Thad Countryman. Thad as well, comfortable gap for him. 1.6 seconds over Joey Kirk, although Kirk right there in striking distance. If something were to happen between Countryman and Kirk, Kirk would be right there. He's going to bounce off the wall. Go on board here with Joey Kirk. You can see Countryman up ahead. Kirk trying to find desperately a way to get through there. They get back onto the pavement, and Countryman just able to open that gap up. Let's head back here a little farther in the field. We got Josh Hege leading Adam McAfee, who we're on board here with now, and Mladen Lakovic in tow. Battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th place on track. Go on board here with Lakovic. So there's 2 trucks up ahead. Everybody has completed the Joker lap now, except for Stephen Thompson, who did not hit the grid. So all of our drivers in the session have cleared their Joker. Oof, rough landing there for Lakovic. That's going to cost him a bit of time. Up ahead to Hege and McAfee. Adam McAfee going to make that move. Hege trying to fight back. McAfee going to hold on to that position for now. See Hege getting squirrely as they head back up onto the pavement. That's going to open them up to a potential move for Lakovic up the inside. We'll see if he makes the move. There it goes. Up the inside for Lakovic. Hege trying to fight back. Unfortunately, he's not going to have enough to do it. Our leader, Tom Manhemus, on the bottom screen. Cruise control for him. Now 8.8 seconds over second place. That Countryman, this is still our tightest battle on track here. We'll stick with this. Keep an eye on our leader in the inlay, though. Lakovic fighting with McAfee. McAfee not willing to give up that position. As you see our trucks heading in through turn number 2 again. They're going to have 3 laps to go. Getting down to crunch time for these drivers. McAfee's been able to hold off the charge from Lakovic and Hege. Can he continue to do so? Opening up a bit of a gap now over Lakovic. So go on board here with Hege. Oh, Hege getting sideways. Throwing it up the inside. Cost him a bit of time. They're actually getting Richard Watkins starting to reel them back in behind. Not sure what happened to Watkins. He was up a little further to front here. Let's see what happened to Richard Watkins to drop him all the way back there. He was in behind. That's Joey Kirk up ahead. So he was in 4th place when this happened. Oh, he just lost the back end, spun around into the wall. And unfortunately for him, by the time he got spun back around, he lost a number of spots. Another hard landing there for Lakovic on the last lap. Our leader already finished. Tom Manhemus brought it home. That Countryman going to come home in second, but this battle here between McAfee and Lakovic going to go to the line. Looks like McAfee going to be able to hold on as they're heading down the front straight now. They got a number of drivers in tow. Hege there too as well. Watkins, but Adam McAfee going to bring home 5th place. Lakovic in 6th with Hege and Watkins. Running out the field, Stephen Barnett's going to finish up this one in the pits. So congrats to Tom Manhemus taking home top spot. Or no, sorry, they're on the last lap here now. There we go. Now he's crossed. Sorry, my apologies. I got a little ahead of myself. But McAfee continues to open up that gap over Lakovic. Lakovic feeling some pressure, though, from Hege now. Hege trying to make this last lap move. They're heading to the line. Looks like Lakovic going to hold on to that position. He will. Richard Watkins he just rolled across the line for Richard. Unfortunately for him, to see Barnett, a little bit of damage up in the trying to move the barriers around. It's not going to work out for him, but let's see, make this one official. Tom Manhemus going to take heat number 1. That Countryman in second. Joey Kirk rounding out the podium. And we're going to get on over here to heat number 2. Starting grid is going to be Zach Amsbacher with Sibring Stoll in second place. Greg Johnson in third with Ant Nieperson in fourth. Ray Baudouin in fifth. Joel Ulrich in sixth. Matt Schlosser in seventh. David Bush the third in eighth. And Joey Herbie going to round out the field here on this one. 9 trucks ready to roll. And it looks like we are just about ready to go. There we go. They are down and away. Ansbacher going to hold on to his whole shot. Ray Bodway, though, nice jump for him, up 3 spots. So he was able to keep trucking along here. He's got Ant Meeperson right in behind him. Looks like Meeperson going to opt to take the Joker on lap number 1 here. It's going to move him up into top spot. Now he's going to really need to keep down that loud pedal to keep everybody in behind. This is what kind of gap he gets here. He's heading back on track. There you see the field coming through turn number 8. Ray Bodway holding on to second place. Joel Ulrich there in third. Ansbacher, though, into the pole. Oh, no, he's got himself net-coated into the wall. I'll have to take a look here, see what happened, what got Zach into that predicament. He's coming through here, up over the jump for the first time. Oh, he's going to get a little squirrely, hits the tire barriers. Then just got right on the edge of that iRacing. Fix that, please. What is that nonsense, iRacing? On board with our camera car, Sybren Stoll, currently in second place. Our only driver that's completed the Joker lap right now has been Ant Meeperson, currently sitting in second place. Sybren Stoll in third, 2.1 seconds back of Meeperson. There, Stoll has finished up his Joker lap as he crosses the line, holding on to third place. So our top 3 drivers all have completed their Joker lap. They've got that out of the way. Ray Bodway, our highest ranked driver, who has not completed the Joker lap yet. So see how he does here now with Joey Herbie up ahead. Joey going to take the Joker lap for him. Sybren Stoll just on the inside, already completed his Joker lap. We'll see where they cycle through. Looks like Herbie going to get ahead of Stoll. He does. So look back here from Joey Herbie's truck. See Sybren Stoll, Matt Schlosser, and Ray Bodway in tow. So go on board here with Matt Schlosser. Up 2 spots where he qualified. Try and chase down our camera car Sybren Stoll, but he's got Ray Bodway on his tail. Bodway going to go for his Joker lap here now. Schlosser has already completed his. Ulrich and Bodway were the last 2 trucks that were required to do their Joker lap. They've completed that now. So that's going to move Matt Schlosser back to 7th place. He's got Sybren Stoll up ahead. Joel Ulrich coming out just in front of Stoll. Greg Johnson, though, leading the way. Although he's got Ant Meeperson right there on his tail. So we got a tough battle here going for the top. It's definitely a lot tighter than in race number 1 where we saw Tom Menahimis run away with it. So we got our lead battle on the inlay screen there, and then we'll go back. We'll focus on Sybren Stoll and Joel Ulrich as they battle it out. Stoll in the pink and blue 68 machine, the 86 of Ulrich just ahead, trying to keep him in behind as they head down the front straight into turn number 1. Stoll looking up the inside. Oh man, log jam there. They bump and bang. Stoll and Ulrich banging off each other. That's going to bring Schlosser back into this. Matt Schlosser right there, trying to take advantage of these 2 drivers. Go on board here with Schlosser as he's watching this battle up ahead. Every which way, left and right. Meanwhile, we got our lead battle on the bottom. Johnson and Bodway going at it door to door. So we're on board here with Ray Bodway, trying to find a way around Greg Johnson up ahead. They're across the line. That's going to give them 4 laps to go. Time starting to be the nemesis here for Ray Bodway. Both these drivers up multiple positions from where they qualified. Bodway up 2 spots. Bodway up 3 spots. Johnson up 2 spots. But Joey Herbie in 3rd place, up 6 positions from where he qualified. Nice run here by Joey Herbie right now. Oh man, Meeperson going to get sideways off the jump. Everybody's going to get around him, but that's going to drop him all the way back into 4th place. David Bush 3rd, a little ways back. Meeperson able to pull back out ahead of him, but that battle now up front is turning into a 4-truck battle as Sybren Stoll now on the back of this pack. So we go on board here with the Stoll. 4th place truck in line here. This is the battle for P1 in heat number 2. Around the corner into the hard left. Up over the jump they go. A little bit sideways there, but Stoll collects it up. See him working the wheel. Looks fairly calm, cool, and collected behind the wheel here. Trying to find a way around Joey Herbie. Herbie going to slide out wide. Stoll looking up the inside. He's going to take over P3. See if he's able to chase down Ray Bodway now up ahead. Greg Johnson able to open up a gap though now with those drivers battle in behind. 2 laps to go here for Johnson. All he needs to focus out the windshield at this point. Doesn't need to worry much about what's going on behind him. The battle right now is for 2nd place. Closest battle on track. We're seeing a little bit of separation for the rest of the trucks. Bodway holding on to 2nd spot. Stoll trying to find a way to take that position away. As they head in through turns 7 and 8. Down to the front stretch they go. This will complete this lap and give them a 1 to go. Johnson leads them across the lap for the white flag. Bodway in 2nd place. Stoll in 3rd. Herbie right there too as well. Clawing his way back in 4th. On board here with Joey Herbie as they head into the jump. Oh, he's heading towards the tires. Woohoo! That was... He had me worried there. Looks like he was not worried at all though. Joey Herbie, 6.5K iRacing driver. Well versed here in how to handle that truck. But the leader, Greg Johnson, down the front stretch he goes. He's going to take heat number 2. Bodway going to come home in 3rd. Bodway, Stoll, Herbie, Schlosser, Ulrich, Beeperson, and Bush the third going to round out your field, and Zach Amsbacher. He had to tow, unfortunately, after getting wrapped up on the guardrail on the inside. So please, iRacing, fix that for us. Let's take a look at the results here from heat number 2. Johnson takes it over Bodway and Stoll. Herbie, Schlosser, Ulrich, Beeperson, Bush the third, and Amsbacher round out your results. So we're going to have a consolation race here. Gridding up, looks like 11 drivers going to head to the consolation. That means our top 8 going to move right into the final feature round. We'll take a quick look here at the grid. Quickly, there are your drivers. We're just waiting for Hege to grid up, and then we'll be getting underway. McAfee, Schlosser, Lakovic, Ulrich, Hege, Beeperson, Watkins, Bush the third, Barnett, Amsbacher, and Thompson is your field here in the consolation round. There we go, just waiting to see if Stephen Thompson grids up this time. We didn't see him for heat number 1. Looks like he's not going to make it again this time. We're waiting on the green flag to drop. See who gets the whole shot here between McAfee and Schlosser. Looks like Schlosser gets the jump. Excellent jump there for Matt Schlosser. See the field in behind. Watkins looking to the inside, unable to make that move. Matt Schlosser going to lead them into the jump for the first time by. We're going to get any takers for the Joker this time. Looks like Lakovic and Bush the third already out of this one. Fortunate for them. Amsbacher, Beeperson, and Ulrich going to take advantage of the Joker first time through. It's going to move Zach Amsbacher up into top spot. We saw what happened to him in his heat race over the jump the first time. He doesn't want to take that risk again this time on lap number 1. He's going to opt in for the Joker, get that done and dusted. He'll take the jump this time by. So let's go on board with him, see if maybe he's a little tentative this time, heading over the jump, knowing what happened last time. There he goes. Nicely done there by Amsbacher. We've got a number of drivers taking the Joker too as well. This should basically clear off the rest of the field here as far as requiring their Jokers. The number truck's going to rejoin here together as Watkins going to come out ahead of Ulrich. He's got Hege and Mieperson up ahead, but looks like the closest battle right now is this battle here between Watkins and Ulrich. Ulrich just gets into the tail of Watkins, going to get him a little loose. Unable to capitalize though and take that position away. Watkins going to hold on to that spot. Lakovic battling in behind with Barnett and McAfee. Sorry, McAfee. Adam McAfee, the Batman truck, up and over the jump. Stephen Barnett just ahead of him. In through the sweeping double right-hander 7 and 8 corner. Barnett had a rough heat number 1, trying to regroup, excuse me. He's got Bush the third in behind him too as well. Those two drivers didn't have the greatest heat races here, trying to have a little better run this time by. Up front though, Schlosser and Mieperson trying to chase down Anspacher. Anspacher now holding a 1.2 to 1.1 second gap over Schlosser, although that gap coming down a little bit. Anspacher a little slower through turns 7 and 8. That's going to allow Schlosser and Mieperson to catch up. Mieperson made the move around Schlosser's through 7 and 8. We'll see now if Mieperson able to find a little extra pace to reel back in Zach Anspacher up ahead. So we go a little farther back in the field. We got a battle here. Ulrich leading this, looks like 5-truck battle. Him, Lakovic, Hege, Bush the third, McAfee, all in this battle here. That's 5 trucks battling it out for 5th place, back to 9th. Up and over the jump they go. Bush and McAfee. Adam McAfee looking to the inside, going to throw it up in underneath David Bush the third. Up ahead of them, we got Lakovic and Ulrich battling it out for 5th and 6th place. Lakovic holding off Ulrich right now, but Ulrich going to have to deal with Josh Hege in behind. So head back up front. Let's keep an eye on Mieperson as he's trying to reel back in Anspacher, but Anspacher now pulling away. So that gap up to 3 seconds now. It was as low as about 7/10, but Anspacher not dealing with the 2nd and 3rd place drivers here now. He is pulling away. Doesn't want to get involved in anything that may have a poor effect on his results here. So bring in the battle for 2nd place there on the inline. That's Mieperson and Schlosser. Keep an eye on what's going on with them, but back to this battle for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Lakovic still leading the way here. Watkins up ahead, starting to pull away from these drivers. Lakovic leads Ulrich, Hege, McAfee. Bush the third falling back a little bit off this pack, so now it's down to about 4 trucks battling here. Oh no, something happened to Matt Schlosser, falling down the field here. He's now in behind McAfee. See if we can pick up what happened to him here. So he's following Mieperson up over the jump. Could this be something similar to what we saw happen to Anspacher earlier on? Oh yeah, he just tags the barrels with the tires with the right rear quarter. Luckily for Schlosser though, it doesn't head over that guardrail like we saw happen to Anspacher. He's able to keep going, but it cost him a few spots. Down to 6th place, right in the middle of that battle that we've been keeping an eye on. Now, while that's been happening, Lakovic's been able to reel in Watkins. Looks like something might have happened to Watkins. He had opened up a nice, almost 2-second gap over that battle of trucks in behind, but they've reeled him in. We got a battle now for 3rd place as Lakovic right there. Anspacher sitting comfortably now, 4 seconds up ahead of Mieperson. Mieperson another 7 seconds over Watkins in 3rd. Josh Hege, the tail on this pack here. He's trying to find a way to catch up to Ulrich. Losing time though. Close battle right now is this one right here between Watkins and Lakovic. Both these drivers trying to slide and power drift through turns 7 and 8. Last lap here for these drivers. Ansbach are going to keep this one comfortably as they cross the line. Zach Ansbach are going to take the consolation round. Nieperson in second place. Watkins in third. Lakovic in fourth. And Matt Schlosser are going to round out top 5 drivers here from the consolation run. So we're going to wait for all of our drivers to grid back up. Looks like everybody is moving on to the feature race. We've got a quick little warm-up, so we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Basket can't defend. He's got the outside line for the second part, and he can't hold on.
Going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom. Richard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging. And to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Okay, we're back after that quick little break. Warm-up just finishing up, and then we're getting into the feature race. All of our drivers will be transferring over into the feature. We'll take a look at how the starting grid is going to kick off here in a moment. It's going to be 10 laps. All of our drivers will be required to run another Joker lap. So just waiting for timing and scoring to kick over there. Here, let's take a look at how things are going to set up here. Adam McAfee going to start on the front with Josh Hege in second, Ulrich and Schlosser in third and fourth, Lakovic and Watkins in fifth and sixth, Nieperson and Amsbacher in seventh and eighth, with Herbie and Holdren in ninth and 10th, Sibrin Stoll in 11th with Joey Kirk in 12th position. 13th goes to Ray Baudouin, Thad Countryman in 14th, Craig Johnson in 15th, Tom Manhemus in 16th place. That's going to be your 16 trucks on the grid here this evening. So we're just waiting for, looks like Josh Hege to grid up. Then we're getting underway. Again, 10 laps coming your way. If it's been going to be anything like we've seen to start this one, we're in for an exciting race here with all these trucks on track. We've only seen 9 and 10 truck heats right now. Buckle up though. 19 trucks coming your way. The feature race at Phoenix. Pro-2 truck action underway. McAfee and Hege getting a good jump up front. See all of our trucks rushing into turn one. Couple trucks off the wall, mid-pack. Gonna get that sorted out up front though. 3-4 wide into turn one. Already a driver losing the right rear quarter panel there. That's Adam McAfee in the Batman machine. He's going to take the Joker lap the first time. He's got Richard Watkins with him too as well in tow. Zach Amsbacher already up top. He's taking advantage of the Joker lap. Away they go. It's going to clean up lap number one for them. Amsbacher going to take top spot. He has McAfee and Watkins in tow. Up over the jump they go. McAfee trying to find a way to chase down. I'm not sure why Amsbacher is showing all the way down in 14th place right now. He should be our lead truck number one. Come on, folks, we're going to take in the reset timing and scoring. Hopefully that corrects our issue here for us. I can tell you Amsbacher is the leader. Johnson is in second place. There we go. That looks a little better. Greg Johnson in second place with McAfee in third. There it is. Johnson and McAfee up and over the jump they go. A little squirrely sideways there for McAfee. As they're going to battle in through turn 7 and 8 they go. We've seen a number of passes here this evening. Matt Schlosser, though, taking advantage of the Joker lap. He's going to try and get the run ahead of Johnson. Moves up in second place. Jumps over the curb. Nice start there for Matt Schlosser. 3 laps in, got himself up into second place. Greg Johnson trying to take that spot away though. Schlosser going to hold on to that position, not willing to give it up. It's like everybody in our top 11 now has completed the Joker lap. Just waiting for Herbie, Bodway, Holden, and Lakovic to complete theirs. Surprise, Thad Countryman mired back in lap traffic here. He's battling with Adam McAfee. Tom Monahemis now up ahead. He's making a run on Schlosser and Johnson. 3 wide. Oh, Monahemis over the jump. It's a drag race now down the front stretch into turn 1. Hard on the brakes for turn 2. Schlosser going to hold on to that position. Monahemis trying to take it away though. Got himself up to 13 positions where he qualified. We saw Monahemis dominate in heat number 1. Looking to get himself back up on top spot, but right now Amsbacher with a commanding lead, 6.6 seconds up ahead as we're nearing the halfway mark. Monahemis looking to the inside of Schlosser. Got a battle just in behind them. Countryman and Johnson. They're battling just behind this battle between Monahemis and Johnson. As you can see, Johnson now right on the back of Schlosser. Tom Monahemis got himself up into second place. Now we'll watch and see if he can chase down Amsbacher up ahead. That gap now 7.1 seconds. It's going to take a heck of a run here from Monahemis. He's going to have to run at least a second, probably about a second and almost a half quicker each lap to close that gap, as we see Countryman throwing it over the jump right up on the back quarter panel of Matt Schlosser. That's the battle for third, fourth, and fifth. We'll keep an eye on them. We got a battle a little farther back though between Meeperson and Watkins. Richard Watkins currently holding on to 8th place. Meeperson trying to take that spot away. Sibbard Stroll right there too as well. Our camera car on board as he's trying to chase down Meeperson and Watkins up ahead. A bit of a concertina effect into turn 2. Let's check back in on this battle up front. Johnson trying to hold off Schlosser and Countryman. Schlosser looking up the inside of Johnson. We see some body parts flying there off on the side. Let's go on board here with Matt Schlosser. They're going to come to the line to take the 3 to go. See what kind of move here Schlosser can develop as Johnson starting to pull away. Up front, though, Zach Ansbacher, he's continued to open up that gap now. 8.7 seconds over second place, Tom Manhemus. Zach Ansbacher was able to take advantage of that massive jump he got off the start of this race. No looking back as the rest of the trucks been battling. It's been his race to lose at this point. Here's the bridesmaid to Tom Manhemus. Last week at Wild West, we found out that they're teammates. No doubt Zach loving the taste of this one here this week. Tom mentioned it was his favorite track. We saw how dominant he was in heat number 1. It looks like Zach Ansbacher, barring any major catastrophe, going to bring home this race. But we got some battles going on a little further back. Joey Kirk and Richard Watkins. Oh, Kirk gets into the back of Watkins as Watkins slid over front. They're going to get tied up. Watkins goes off. Kirk going to continue on. Watkins going to get that turned around. Joey Kirk continuing away. Josh Heege now right in behind him. So that battle has settled down a little bit. Joey Kirk going to have a connection issue there, potentially. No, there he is. He's back. Thad Countryman, though, he's got himself around Matt Schlosser because we're on the last lap. Our leader, Ansbacher, coming around turns 7 and 8. Here it is. Redemption for Zach Ansbacher. Twice the bridesmaid at Wild West. He's going to take this one. Congrats to him. Tom Manhemus going to come home in second place. So nice job by those two drivers. Craig Johnson going to hold off Thad Countryman for a final step on the podium. Countryman got to settle for fourth place. Schlosser, he's going to come home in fifth. Final spot in the top 5. Nice run for him. Adam McAfee in sixth with Meeperson in seventh place. Joey Kirk and Josh Heege battling to the line here. Oh, Heege going to take that one. Kirk tried to get it away at the end, but Heege's going to take it. Lukovic comes in behind them, and Richard Watkins going to round out our trucks who finish on the lead lap here this evening. So it's going to wrap up our races here at Phoenix. Let's take a look at the final results. There you see Zach Ansbacher taking top spot in the feature over teammate Tom Manhemus. Craig Johnson rounds out the podium in third with Thad Countryman in fourth. Matt Schlosser in fifth place with Adam McAfee in sixth. Ant Meeperson in seventh with Joey Herbie in eighth place. Simran Stoll in ninth with David Holden rounding out your top 10. Josh Heege in 11th, Joey Kirk in 12th, Mladen Lukovic in 13th, Richard Watkins in 14th, and then Ray Bodway and Joel Ulrich gonna wrap this one up early. So see, it looks like we got a couple drivers in the booth waiting to chat. We'll pull them in here in a matter of seconds, but just a quick little reminder here. Next week, we're going to do it all over again at Crandon. Crandon, a more traditional Pro-2 track, should be a ton of fun. Again, if you're interested in racing in the league, they are accepting recruits. You'll find the Discord link in the description of the video. They'd love to have you, but let's head to the interview booth here and see. Looks like we've got Greg Johnson in here. Greg, nice race, feature race. You're able to bring home a third place. Looks like it was really tight out there amongst a lot of drivers.
Yeah, that was a pretty stacked field there. Everybody was really fast. That's all I can say about that.
It was a drastic difference from last week at Wild West with, what do we have, 16 trucks in the feature race here. It didn't leave much room for mistakes out there. How did you cope with the tight confines?
Well, this week I managed to not let the stress get to me, but I was a little bit nervous every time I get up in the front there. I was scared something was going to happen. I was going to do it because that's usually how it happens. I'll do it.
Well, next week we head back to a more traditional track in Crandon. How are you feeling about taking that one under racing guys?
I think I got a pretty good chance there. When it comes to the big open tracks like that in Bark River, I'm pretty fast.
Excellent stuff. Well, before we let you go here, Greg, any shout-outs you want to give out there?
Yep, absolutely. Matt Schlosser for putting on the league, and James Watson at TWR, and everybody else at TWRS, and my brothers, and that's about it. And you guys for putting it on. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Excellent stuff, Greg. Well, best of luck next week at Crandon. Hopefully we see you back up at the sharp end again.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you having me out for an interview.
Take care.
See you later, bud.
That was our third place finisher, Greg Johnson. Let's see. We got our winner here now, Zach Ansbacher. Zach, rough heat race for you. You're able to bring it home in the consolation race, and then massive jump, a whole shot in the feature race, and never look back from there. How'd your race go? How'd your race night go for you after that first incident?
Yeah, good and bad, I guess you could say. Just probably should have paid attention. I forgot we were getting carryover track conditions from the first race, so I sent it too hard on the jump there in my heat race, heat 2, and it just had a terrible bounce. I think I clipped the blue tire walls that are just kind of sitting there, and truck just got all jacked up. Tried to just back it down and just make it. It just barely caught the wall. Got stuck on the wall there. So that's yeah, not fun. Not how I wanted that to go. But fortunately, but unfortunately, the way these races are set up, you get the you make it out of the LCQ the way the invert is. You start further up the field. So in that sense, for race 2 or the feature, it was a bit of a blessing there for that. Was able to get to the front, not look back, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to clear the carnage, the real rat race into turn 2 and 3. But last week you were twice a bridesmaid to Tom. This week you were able to bring home the win in the race that he said he was looking forward to. Phoenix was his the belle of his eye there. So how does it feel taking that one away from him when he probably thought after his dominant run in Heat 1 where he was shaping up pretty sound to bring this one home?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I told you last week I'm always trying to beat that guy, and he always pushes me to be my best. So it was very rewarding to beat him, and definitely makes up for the bad first heat race, that's for sure. Unfortunately, points wise, I think I'm not going to make out too well, but still, we'll take a feature win whenever we can get one. Had a blast and happy to best Tom by one position there.
So next week we head back to a more traditional Pro-2 track in Crandon. How you feeling about heading into that one?
I've gotten a lot better at Crandon. It's not my best track. However, I'm really, really good at the starts at Crandon, and that's important. The land rush start's absolutely wild. So feeling good about it because of that. I got to work on practice and get a little bit better pace for the race, but I have no doubts I'll be up front on the start. If not, pull the whole shot all by myself. I'm really good at the Crandon starts, but yeah, just kind of work on some race pace and just be ready for it.
Excellent stuff. Well, best of luck to you next week at Crandon, Zach, and we'll see how you and Tom battle again at the sharp end of the field.
Yep. Just want to say shout out to TG Power Sports and you guys in the broadcast and Matt for putting on the league.
Perfect. Excellent stuff. Best of luck next week, Zach, and hopefully we see you again.
Yep. Hope to talk to you soon, Rob. See ya.
That was our feature winner, Zach Ansbacher. Let's bring in our second place truck. Tom, last week you made Zach the bridesmaid twice in a row. Unfortunately, this week didn't quite work out for you. I believe you called it your favorite track last week.
Yeah, it was. It's one of my favorite tracks in the Pro-2 Lights. I think I said, I was looking forward to it. It was definitely fun. I was definitely fast, like where I expected to be. But yeah, Zach was able to take that win in race 2. I was just trying to find my way up from the back, and by the time I had passed everyone, he's quick as well. So he had already built big lead that I knew it was going to be tough to catch.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of got mired up mid-pack there. Real tough, tight confines here with 16 trucks on a land rush start there. Nowhere really to go into turn 1 and 2. But we head back to Crandon next week. Wide open spaces, a lot more full throttle racing. How you feeling heading there?
I think maybe less confident than here, obviously, because this is, the track that I was feeling most confident with. I know there's a couple other guys that I think Zach is quicker than me at Crandon, and he's like amazing at the starts there. So, you know, expect him to hold shot both races, and you know, he's definitely going to do well there. And I hope I can match him.
Yeah, I mentioned he was feeling a little confident heading into next week. But before we let you go, Tom, any shout-outs you want to give us?
Yeah, shout out TG Power Sports, been at racing. Shout out Zach, obviously, taking that win. Sebron as well, taking his first podium. That was nice to see.
Excellent stuff. Well, best of luck next week to you, Tom, and hopefully we see you and Zach battling it out to see who can take, I guess it'd be the tiebreaker out of the first 3 rounds at Crandon.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, Rob.
Take care. So that was our top 3 finishers. Let's bring in, we got here, we've got Ant Meeperson and Sybren Stoll. Let's bring in Ant Meeperson. Ant, looks like you had a heck of a battle going on there in the feature. You were kind of up and down that mid-pack battle, which was anywhere from 2 to 6 trucks at any given time. How was it out there in the tight confines of Phoenix with these big old Pro-2 trucks?
Yeah, tight as how I would put it. It was tricky because I messed up the start. I straightened out the truck too early coming out of turn 1, so I've clouded the tires pretty bad. So that whole feature, I was struggling to turn the truck left on the tarmac, which happened to me, and I think I was the last truck of everyone who joked on the first lap.
Yeah, I'm having
It
a
still
look here.
gained me in the short run, but I was falling behind people who were jokering later, and they made it very tricky because I thought I had pace, but it's so hard to pass around here. Like, it's very much a matter of hoping they slip offline and then sticking your nose in and hoping it doesn't go too poorly.
Now, did you come into the feature with any kind of strategy as far as taking your joker, or were you just going to kind of watch and see what the trucks around you did?
First lap 100% if the gap was there, because how the track evolution falls around, the later you take the joker, or what I should say is the dirt hairpin, it gets faster as the race goes, so you want to take that joker as early as you can, so you don't have to... Bleh. You know what I mean, like, it's just faster to take it early.
I gotcha. We head to Crandon next week, which is going to be a vast difference from the tight confines here at Phoenix. Do you like a more wide open track, or was the race here at Phoenix more up your alley?
I think I'm looking forward to Crandon with just, being far more open. I feel like it's a track I'm more comfortable with. I was gelling with this one, but it bites less at Crandon if you're a little offline.
Yeah, you have a lot more room for error, definitely at Crandon. But before we let you go here, Ant, you got any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody viewing?
I want to just thank everyone for the racing here. It was actually pretty clean, despite how tight it was. We were doing quite a good job at not punting anyone off. And you guys were the broadcast as well, and my mates down at RTD watching me run.
Well, excellent stuff. Ant, best of luck next week at Crandon, and hopefully we can see you up towards the sharp end of the field.
Yeah, looking forward to that, and see you next time.
Take care. Bye now. That was Ant Meeperson, our 7th place finisher, and we'll bring in our final driver for interviews here, Sybren Stoll. Sybren, you were also our camera car this evening, sharing your camera there too as well, but it looks like you had some great races in the heat race. You were battling up towards the front of your heat, and then the feature race kind of mired in that mid-pack mess that kind of, as I mentioned to Ant, kind of went anywhere from 2 trucks to about 7 or 8 trucks at any given time, and real tight confines out there. But overall, how do you think your night went?
Better than expected. I am usually not a Pro-2 guy. I only drive the Pro-2s for like this league, so I really did not expect to be up there, especially not in the heats. But yeah,
you managed to, I guess, for the most part, avoid some damage, although on the replay we're watching right now, you get a little bit of damage on the front end. But drastically different track next week in Crandon. Does that suit your driving style more in the Pro-2 trucks, or is that maybe a little too wide open spaces for you?
I am not sure about the full layout, but I do really like the short layout. I'm never really been good at the short one, at the long one, I mean.
Well, we hope that something works out for you. You can see you back at the sharp end of the field here, but it was definitely interesting. We saw you with Number Time battling it there, and it looked like a heck of a lot of fun. We had a number of people in the chat here saying it looked like a lot of fun. It's kind of unbelievable how much fun these Pro-2 trucks are. People really need to give them more of a chance and really see how much fun they really are. But you have any shout outs here, Sibrin, before we let you go?
Yeah, I would like to shout out Dubby and Tom and Zach Armsbacher for teaching me the ropes in these tricky Pro-2 trucks. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun and definitely worth staying up till 4 in the morning here.
Hey, what's a midnight or middle of the night racing if it's not fun doing pro trucks? So best of luck next week to you, Sibrin. We hope to see you battling up towards the front again, and we'll speak to you then.
Yeah, thanks. I hope to be there.
Take care.
Yeah.
That was Sibrin Stroll, and that's going to round out our interviews for this evening. As I mentioned, next week we'll be back at Crandon. Drastically different track than here at Phoenix. This is the rallycross track that you would traditionally see a lot of the rookie Beetle racing, and then as you get up into the C and B classes where you can pick up the Subaru and the Ford Fiesta and do some heat racing. But the Pro-2 trucks can go around here too as well, although it is tight confines. We saw some excellent racing, high skilled drivers. Just to give you an idea, all of our drivers basically say 3,500, 4,000 high rating drivers and above. So we saw a ton of skill level on display here. Well, again, we'll see you next week, same time, same place. For Racers Nexus, I'm Rob Campbell. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you then.